Hello fellow brawlers, I'm KairosTime and it is time for a game of Is It Worth It? Is this special worth it? How about this one? And what about this one? In today's video, we're gonna find out using the power of Brawl Stars, but mostly just math. Honestly. Now, all the prices I'm going to be talking about today are in US dollars, but it'll be helpful for anybody that's from any other different country and using a different currency as well. First off, we're going to discover what the gem rates are for certain currencies in the game, like gold, power points, and you get the idea. Then we're going to talk about all the types of specials you will encounter in Brawl Stars and determine if they are actually worth it. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to be giving you guys some quick tips that you definitely will not want to miss. But guys, there's actually a secret that I wanted to reveal to you. Just, come here. Yeah, come a little closer. Okay, that was too close. Back. Okay, perfect. There's only one real correct way to spend gems, and that is to support a creator in the Brawl Stars shop. If you go into the shop and it says this, yeah, you're doing something wrong, guys. But if it says this, or even especially this, then you are always spending your gems the right way. But remember, guys, your support expires after 7 days. So you need to go back every time you spend those gems, or this will happen. And that would just be sad. Now let's actually jump into the video. Before we can do anything, we have to figure out the value of dollars to gem, or how many gems you get for every dollar. Most of the time, this is where you're gonna go to buy your gems. We can divide the total number of gems by the amount of dollars that they cost to see how many gems you get for every dollar. And it actually works out really nicely. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 gems per dollar. Pretty simple, right? Now, Supercell tells us that this $10 deal is the most popular. So we're actually going to use the value of 17 gems per dollar to compare all of the value of all of the specials to figure out what is normal and what is worth it and what is not. Obviously, though, guys, the best is to buy the $100 special if you really want to do that. So now we can figure out whether or not specials like this are worth it. But in order for us to figure out if specials like this are worth it, we have to find a normal gems to box rate. And here are the 3 ways that you can buy boxes with gems. Big boxes are worth 3 boxes and mega boxes are worth 10 boxes, so you can use those. Or you can spend your gems on token doublers to earn the next 10 boxes twice as fast. Here are the rates for these specials. 10 gems per box when you buy big boxes, 8 gems per box when you buy mega boxes, and 5 gems per box when you buy token doublers. Now, I'm going to assume that most people watching this video are not heavy spenders and are willing to be patient in order to save some gems and save some money. Therefore, I'm going to be using token doublers as the main example for this video with a rate of 5 gems per box. Technically, you can save even more by buying 60 event tickets with 80 gems and then going into Robo Rumble and getting max time with that, but that's less consistent for fewer people and it is skill dependent, so I feel like it's more fair for me to just use token doublers as the example for this video. Okay, so now we can figure out if specials like this are worth it, but there's more that we have to do to figure out if specials like this are worth it or specials like this. In order to tell that, we need to find the rates for power points per gem and gold per gem. Now, some might immediately think that we can just go to the gold coin packs for gold to gem rates, but I'm going to tell you right now that these gold packs are not worth it, guys. You guys might remember a video where I maxed out my #1 fan's Brawl Stars account. Well, believe it or not, I actually kept track of all the drops that happened in that video, and I calculated that the average box drops 23.5 gold and 15.1 power points. Now, if we take the gold from a single box and use the gem to box rate that we discovered earlier and compared it to these coin packs, we're missing part of the box that includes the power points, so we can't do that. But because of how progression works in Brawl Stars, we can simplify things. We already know that the conversion rate for power points to gold is 1 power point for 2 gold, or 2 gold for every power point. It works both ways in a weird roundabout sort of way because, you can trade 2 gold per power point in the shop with daily deals, but power points get converted back into gold at that same rate after your account has all the power points required for it to be maxed. In other words, we can convert the average of 15.1 power points that you get out of a single box to 30.2 gold and add that to the 23.5 gold that you normally get from the average box. That means that if we take power points and convert it into gold, the average box drops 53.7 gold. Or you can divide that in 2 to get an average of 26.9 9 power points per box, assuming we're not getting any gold out of the box, which that doesn't work out, but you get the idea. In a very roundabout way, if you're looking at the big picture of progression, this is theoretically true for non-max players too, so we can use this rate to determine how much one gem is worth in gold coins. The math is pretty simple. We divide 53.7 gold per box by the 5 gems per box, and that gives us a rate of 10.74 gold per gem. And this proves that the coin packs are not worth it if your normal way of buying boxes is through token doublers. At that rate, 20 gems should be worth 214 gold, and 280 gems should be worth 3,007 gold. Now, if you are a heavier spender and you are willing to spend 80 gems for a mega box, instead of like having to be patient with the 50 gems for the token doublers, these coin packs are actually worth it. But, you know, you then have to be fine with missing out on the chance of unlocking extra perks, like the bonus drops and stuff like that. With that said, though, most players should probably avoid purchasing these coin packs. Okay, so we figured out almost everything. All that's left are the PowerPoint specials. We already talked about the conversion between PowerPoints and gold, so this is actually really simple. All you have to do is take the 10.74 gold per gem and divide it by the 2 gold per PowerPoint, and that gives us a rate of 5.37 PowerPoints per gem. Now here, if you are a math person and you understand how to do this correctly, these rates are going to be what we're going to be using for the rest of the video, and you can use them whenever a special comes up to determine its value. The rates are 17 gems per US dollar, 5 gems per box, 10.74 gold per gem, and 5.37 PowerPoints per gem. Now, let's actually take a look at some of these offers and see how worth it they actually are. Starting off, we have the Welcome Pack. This is available when you first download the game. We get 2 mega boxes, which is like 100 gems because of the rate of boxes to gems, plus 170 gems, coming to a total of 270 gems. We then divide that by the 17 gems per US dollar, and that means that this special is actually worth $15.88. That means the Welcome Pack is definitely worth it. Okay, now let's try the level 100 pack, the specials that you get when you reach certain player levels in the game. We can divide the 4,000 gold by 10.74 gold per gem, and that comes out to 372 gems. Then we add that to the 200 gems for a 572 gem offer. We then divide that by the 17 gems per US dollar with a value of $33.67. Now, I'm not going to cover the individual specials you get for reaching each individual certain player level. Honestly, they're some of the best specials that you can buy because you get so many gems for your dollar. So yeah, this special is definitely worth it. But wait, by the time you reach level 100, you're gonna have a lot of progression left on your account if you are a light spender or a free-to-play player. But if you are a medium to a heavy spender, your account will already be maxed out and the gold's gonna be completely worthless to you. So like, if you're like me, and that would be your case, that 4,000 gold coins is totally worthless, and this pack is only worth 200 gems. Divide that by 17 gems per US dollar, and that comes out to $11.76, which is definitely not worth it. Yeah, Supercell, if you're watching this and you're wondering why I haven't bought that special, it's just, yeah, it's not worth it. So please just make it a bunch of gems, and I'll give you my money. Or even token doublers, I'd be happy with that too. Next is this PowerPoint special offer. We have a stack of 350 PowerPoints for 59 gems. It says that it's originally worth 152 gems, but I'm not buying that, so let's go ahead and find out. All we have to do is divide the 352 PowerPoints by the 5.37 PowerPoints per gem, and we find out that it's actually only worth 65.2 gems. Once again, that's assuming that you normally spend your gems on token doublers. If you're okay spending gems on like the 80 gem mega boxes offer, then this special is actually worth 105 gems. I have no clue where this 152 gem value is coming from. There are clearly better ways for you to get these PowerPoints. I don't get it. But is this special worth it? It is worth it if you are somebody that spends money on the game pretty willingly, but there are definitely better specials out there. So for most players, I would say it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. And here we have 3.5 thousand gold for $5. It says that it's worth 5 times value, but you know, Supercell's value system might be a little off. So let's actually find out. First, we convert the coins to gems by dividing 3,500 gold by 10.74 gold per gem to get 325 gems. Then we divide that 325 gems by 17 gems per US dollar to get $19 US. I mean, it's not 5 times value, but is 4 times value and is definitely worth it, guys. If something like this ever comes up and you're not maxed out, this is a great special to buy. Now let's talk about specials where you can actually buy star powers for gems. Normally a star power costs 2,000 gold, so that's the rate that we'll actually use for it. We can divide that by 10.74 gems per gold to get a value of 186 gems. That ends up translating to about $10.94 for a star power. So this special saves you 17 gems, which is like $1, making this a 10% special off kind of thing. It's more like 9 point something percent. I'm rounding up here. It might be worth it if you're a medium or heavy spender, but for most players, it's not worth it, guys. Don't do it. Now here's a special offer for 900 token doublers for 29 gems. This is like buying 9 boxes for 29 gems. The 45 gem cost it shows that it's like slashing in half or whatever is accurate based off of our conversion rates, and that means that this is saving you 16 gems, and that is a 35% off special offer, which is definitely worth it. Honestly, every time I've seen token doubler specials, I almost always buy them because they've always been such a good value. I get asked a lot if it's worth it to buy these 60 gems for a mega box offer. If you're a free-to-play player or a light spender, definitely not worth it. You're better off going just with the token doublers. Or, honestly, just saving your gems for a better special offer to come. It'll happen eventually. Not worth it, guys. Not worth it. But what about this offer for 3 mega boxes for only 119 gems? Because I'm a patient player, the rate we're using is by the token doublers, so this should be worth 150 gems, which is the same as buying 3,000 token doublers. That means that this saves 31 gems, which puts this offer at a 20% discount. I've seen better offers for most players, so I'm gonna say not worth it. But if you're a medium or heavy spender, it's actually a pretty okay special, so yeah, you could consider it. Okay, now let's take a look at this special offer where you're just straight up spending 50 bucks for 1,250 gems. This is really easy to figure out. The gem to dollar rates for this video are based off of 17 gems per dollar, because most players buy the $10 special pack. This special, however, is a rate of 25 gems per US dollar, which is even better than the $100 pack. Supercell rarely offers discounts on gems like this one, so this one, definitely worth it if you can afford it. I assume most players can't justify spending $50 on this kind of a pack, but if you can, you're rarely ever going to find a better offer from Supercell. Like I'd buy one almost every day. Okay, no, I wouldn't. That would be silly because my account's already maxed out. But I would buy one whenever I run out of gems. If my account's maxed out, why do I keep buying gems anyway? Now, every weekend you have the ability to buy event tickets for gems. If you're going to spend your tickets on big game, don't bother with these specials. Honestly, if you're serious about progressing the best you can, the only thing you should do when big game comes out is play it once so you can get that star token, and that's basically it. Other than that, you can spend your tickets on boss fight, but don't do it if you think you're gonna lose. You get it. But if you're serious about getting value out of your gems and you're good at Robo Rumble, these can offer more value than token doublers can, which is good, which is awesome. Do that. I wouldn't bother with the 6 tickets for 10 gems deal, since it's not even as good as token doublers if you get max time in Robo Rumble, but the 20 tickets for 30 gems is more valuable than token doublers if you can get more than 30 tokens per ticket. At 60 tickets for 80 gems, it is more valuable for you than token doublers if you can get more than 26 tokens per ticket, which honestly, that should be pretty easy to do if you have one high DPS brawler that can, you can take into Robo Rumble. 8-Bit, Pam, and Jessie, if Jessie has her Shocky star power, makes it super easy to do this. It's actually really easy for you to get max time with this comp. And if you don't have a max Jessie, you can switch her out for like a Colt or a Bull. Now, max time in Robo Rumble happens at 6 minutes and 15 seconds, and that's where you get 32 tokens per ticket, which gives you a 20% more value than token doublers. So yeah, definitely worth it. Now, at the end of each season, you will be offered a mega box and a big box for star points. The mega box offer is 10% of a better offer than the big box is. Now, whether this is worth it to you or not is going to depend on whether you actually think that star tokens are worth the skins or not. So these specials are definitely maybe worth it. Personally, I'm saving up for a super exclusive like Mecha Crow or Golden Mecha Bow skin or something like that. But if you prioritize progression more, this is definitely a great offer. In order to be able to get both offers each season, you need to push your brawlers all from 525 trophies to 550 trophies, which is about 50 trophies per day. That's 8 matches per day with 0 losses, but even if it takes you twice as long, it's only half an hour every day. So that's actually pretty manageable. Okay, now we need to talk about this kind of special offer. Is this worth it? We have the rates for each of the currencies in the game, but how do you tell the value of unlocking a new brawler, especially as they go up in rarity? Well, that's actually not too hard to figure out. What do you need to unlock a new brawler? You need 1 box. And we've already determined that the cost of 1 box is only 5 gems. So this special right here, definitely not worth it. Now, I know what you're thinking, guys. Can't believe I'm smarter than Kairos this time. It takes way more boxes to get a legendary than just 1. And in one way, you're kind of right. Except for you, Noob Time. You are always wrong. Noob. But I'm assuming that everyone watching this video has a goal of eventually maxing out their account, and most players will have unlocked all of the brawlers in the game by the time they have all of the star powers and all the power points and all of the gold needed for each brawler to be completely maxed out. This is because the drop mechanics built into the game make it so that eventually you're guaranteed to get everything unlocked. So for most players, if you're tempted to spend the $40 on gems to buy a legendary brawler, you should probably just spend $40 on gems to progress your account faster, and you will get so much more value, and that'll help you actually save a lot of money and a lot of gems in the long run than just buying the new brawlers. And this is true for all the new brawler specials because no brawler costs less than 5 gems. So for most players, this definitely not worth it. And neither is this. Or this, or even this. Now, with that said, there is absolutely an exception to this rule. If your account is maxed out and Supercell release a new brawler, then there's a chance that you'll actually save a lot of hard-earned boxes buying the new brawler rather than opening up all of your boxes and getting a ton of useless gold. Most of the people watching this video right now are not going to be in that situation. But if you are in that situation like me, then it might be actually better for you to just buy the mythic and the legendary brawlers if you think that it's worth it. All of the lower rarity brawlers can just be unlocked really easily once your account is maxed out because of how the drop rates actually work when your account is maxed out. Okay guys, now we've covered how to tell if various specials are worth it, and I wanted to give you guys some tips and some reminders on progressing your account faster, meaning that you're going to be saving as much money and time as possible, really. Saving your gems, really. First off, guys, free-to-play players and light spenders should save their gems for when really good specials come up in the shop. Second, medium spenders should also buy ticket specials every weekend and grind out Robo Rumble once it comes out. And then there are some other specials that it might be more worth it for them to purchase as well. Third, heavy spenders should do everything above, as well as make sure that they always have token doublers active. Fourth, skins are worth it if you think they're worth it. Personally, I buy every single skin that comes out, but that's like a business expense for me and it's an investment into my channel. So I think that I'm an exception. So it's going to come down to whether or not you think it's worth it. Fifth, no matter how you spend your gems, it's always worth it if you're doing this. That's right, guys. Did you know that when you spend gems, when you are supporting a Supercell creator, Supercell actually sends part of the revenue to the creator that you're supporting? You get items in game and your favorite creator gets money at no extra cost to you. This microphone came from you guys using my creator code. But even if you're not supporting me, you should always make sure that you are supporting somebody. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if there are any other questions that you would like me to address in a future video. And for now, this is KairosTime ticking by, and we will see you in Brawl Stars.